Hello to you wonderful people at TEDx at UT Dallas. My name is Brad Skiles, and I would like to thank you for this opportunity to share a very important and personal message with you and to those who may be interested in attending TEDx at UTD. About a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with throat cancer, a tumor on my right vocal cord. As someone who was a state and national champion in public speaking in college, who teaches public speaking at UTD, and as the coach of the UTD speech team, this was quite a shock for me because I was in danger of losing my ability to talk. As most people do who are confronted with such a situation, I drew upon previous experience to fight what my oncologist told me is the worst possible cancer treatment. I had radiation and chemotherapy focused upon my throat, with the very real chance that I would have to have my entire voice box removed. My experience in martial arts taught me how to focus on my goals. It worked very well for fighting through cancer and through the treatments that I was convinced that it could also help others fight through whatever obstacles were in their lives. The excerpts that you are about to see in this video are from this presentation as I presented it at Southwest Airlines back in February. I hope you enjoy, and I hope this is something that you're looking for TEDx at UTD. Now, this presentation today is not about cancer, but it does factor in, so you're going to hear some about that. But like probably anyone who has gone through a major cancer or a major health diagnosis, you start drawing upon what you know to figure out how you're going to get through the next challenge ahead. And for me, it was my martial arts background. And in particular, one of the things I always enjoyed about martial arts was breaking boards. And I applied what I had learned about breaking boards to get through what was going to be a pretty challenging medical situation. And, cancer, I felt fine. The treatment's what really makes it feel bad. And so I put this presentation together about the mindset and the approach that I took to getting through my health crisis. And specifically, what I want to share with you this morning is a little bit about the cancer. Again, this isn't about cancer, but you have to know a little bit about what I went through so the rest makes sense. Then we're going to have a little karate lesson. I'm going to go to the dojo for a little bit. And then finally talk about how I use this approach to break through my cancer treatment. But how about the team? I had made a decision that I wanted to let people know what I was going through so I could get their prayers and their support and their encouragement. And so and also I didn't want people calling me all the time. So I put it on social media. Let people know what was happening, not because I was starving for attention, but I wanted to let them know what was happening and have that support. The daughter of a friend of ours has her own t-shirt printing business and printed up a bunch of Skiles Strong t-shirts. And she sold them and sent us $5 for every shirt. The money was nice, but that was not the real value of this. The real value was a few weeks after she did this, I started getting pictures. And this isn't all of them. That's how many felt I could fit on one screen. I'm not sure how many she sold. But if you have this many people pulling for you, who know what you're going through, know what your goal is, how likely are you to want to let them down? So important to understand, if you're breaking a board, that this is not the goal. This is an obstacle. Cancer, and even beating cancer wasn't the goal. Cancer was something that was standing in my way to get to where I wanted to be. Like most of the challenges you have, you probably have more than one obstacle. Chemo brought its own set of challenges. It brought weakness, dizziness. It's not fun stuff. But chemo was actually nothing compared to radiation. If you've been through something like this, you know somebody who has the radiation is the really hard part. If my focus was ever on one or two or all of these things, I could never get through it. If my focus is down here, and I don't lose that focus, and I commit to doing the whole thing, focusing, committing, and never quitting, it is not that difficult.